You prayed and waited. You cried, and still, nothing seemed to change. And waited. You believed. And maybe you started asking, what did I do wrong? Did I miss him? Why is God taking so long? Did I miss it? But what if the waiting? He was working. What if the delay wasn't denial? What if it was never a delay at all, but a setup? God's timing isn't slow, it's strategic. While you were waiting, not just for you, but in you, he was setting the stage, moving hearts, closing doors that would have crushed you. You thought it was a pause. It was a plan. We often want blessings without the process, growth without delay, breakthrough without breaking. Preparation rarely lasts, but anything rushed. God roots things deeply before he raises them visibly. If he gave it too soon, would you have been ready? Would your heart have held the weight? Would your character have survived the spotlight? But the person he had to become. Sometimes protection looks like delay, but it's really preparation. Joseph dreamed at 17, but the dream didn't manifest for 13 years. He was betrayed. But all along, not just the position, what looked like a setback was set up. The pit gave him humility. The prison gave him wisdom. The delay gave him depth. So by the time the palace came, he was ready. Was it punishment? No. It was positioning. The same is true for you. The heartbreak wasn't rejection, it was redirection. The closed door wasn't loss, it was love. Heaven sees what you can't. And sometimes, the no now is to protect the yes later. You're not being forgotten. You're being positioned. God isn't just writing your story. He's editing out the things that could destroy you. He's setting you up for something better. Think of Abraham. God promised a son, and years passed. When Abraham rushed the process, it brought problems. But God still fulfilled the promise, in his time, his way for his glory. What God starts, he sustains. What we force, we must maintain. So stop forcing. Start trusting. If you're still waiting, it doesn't mean you're behind. It means God is still building. Delay is not defeat. It's design. You may not see movement, but that doesn't mean God is still. He's shifting things you can't see, preparing what you're not ready for. And when it comes, you'll be glad it didn't come too soon. The job that fell through, the person who walked away, the dream that didn't unfold in your timing, it all felt like loss, but it was making space. For better, God clears the stage so the real performance can begin. He removes distractions so you can handle destiny. You thought it was the end, but it was just intermission. What's coming requires a version of you that delay is building. The tears, the questions, the silence. Even that was part of the setup. He uses the wilderness to forge warriors. He uses the night to prepare the sunrise. He uses delay to sharpen your faith. If only you could see what heaven sees, you'd understand why it had to happen this way, why the answer was slow, why the pain was allowed, why the timing was not yet. You'd stop calling it delay and start calling it destiny. You'd stop asking why me and start whispering, thank you, because now you see, it was never delay. It was design. It was strategy. It was love. It was a setup for God to get the glory. So don't lose heart. Don't give up mid-story. If the door isn't open yet, the room isn't ready. Or maybe you're still in training. Either way, trust the author. Breathe. Be still. And know, he's not late. He's just lining up something greater than you imagined. And soon, you'll say, it was worth the wait. Because it wasn't a delay. It was a setup. Selah.